What I love is Dave went with you on some of the stuff. It was cool to hear about the team stuff and the issues and all those things. It gets to the end and he's like, all right, we're done. It's still in the episode. But this is the cool little marketing thingy. Watching it on YouTube, this is a tactical nugget that you can use to get more social proof in your gyms.
Dave Tate's a very strong individual. I did not work out, but I did scope out the equipment scene there, of course, because I'm a huge purchaser of Elite. Matt Goodwin, the equipment rep, the main equipment rep there, I've known him for years, helped us out tremendously. He's part of my dream team. And the bigger you get, the more equipment you're going to need.
I really like the goals versus objective banter of what he was saying, that he doesn't set goals because they can be self-limiting, and he calls them objectives. I like that. My 5-year objective instead of my 5-year goal.
It was yeah. So we're talking. Mark was just on. I think he was Dave was probably a big figure in all of our sort of gym owner upbringing. So we're shooting the shit about what that experience was like. This is not going to be your most formal of Build Your Gympire episodes, but hell, it's something that I don't think either one of the rest of us has done. And so, Mark, you just went on the old Dave Tate Table Talk podcast. I told you before we started recording that, hey, I listened to it. I don't think you did a really shit job. Like, that was kind of cool, man. What was it? What was it like? What was the whole thing?
Thanks for the compliment,
Yeah.
both of you. Compliments from both of you. It was obviously it was exciting because Dave Tate's a legend in our industry, and everything Elite has stood for and continues to stand for, and provides a platform for not only just lifters, but really strength coaches in general. And now hopefully more and more gym owners, because they can be a resource for more education there and build that up a little bit further. Because it's definitely a platform that's not necessarily used for tons of business info like we deliver here, even on the Gympire podcast. So it was cool to make that connection. But yeah, it was obviously a great experience. And I talked about it on the show a little bit too. I went down there twice to Elite before I even opened the gym. It was January and May before I opened. We opened the gym in June. And I was telling the story about there's 2 places to stay in London, Ohio, by the way. There's 2 hotels. One is not very nice, and one is a Holiday Inn Express. So between the two, Holiday Inn Express,
no free shout outs.
Is great, and it was just and you again, all the travel I've been, all that kind of stuff. It's like that kind of, both of those guys kind of stuck with me. Vividly remember. I remember the bad one I stayed in one time. I remember that for sure. And then I walked into the Holiday Inn Express, and it was late, and it's just they're like, "Welcome back, Mr. Ennis. You can stay with us 13 years ago." And I was just like, oh my. So nice record keeping, but that was 13 years ago. And so to go back there now, 13 years later, and kind of just reflect a little bit, but also chat with him and tell my story, which is getting longer and longer as the years add up, right? And all the stops that we make, just like any other business owner's journey. So it was cool to dive into that. Really thankful, appreciative for the opportunity. And again, I think it's just a cool thing that we can not only just for me, but also, again, the people that helped me get to that point too, which I couldn't mention everybody on the show, but I think I did mention both of you. I think I did. I mean, I forgot about it because it wasn't a big part of the show. It wasn't really a highlight.
Yeah, I was like a pity mention. I was like last 10 minutes. You're losing me, and then I heard my name.
Phone, and Connor was like, make sure you say my name.
No, I did not.
You texted him.
Just kidding.
Well, fuck all this boring shit. I want to know, did you guys lift weights? How big were his hands? Did he make eye contact with you? What?
Yes, he made eye contact with me for many hours. Dave Tate's a very strong individual, and I did not work out. But I did scope out the equipment scene there, of course, because I'm a huge purchaser of Elite FTS equipment. Matt Goodwin, the equipment rep, the main equipment rep there, I've known for years, helped us out tremendously. He's part of my dream team. I know one of the episodes we talked about our dream team. He's my guy. And I text. And the bigger you get, the more equipment you're going to need, obviously, to outfit these facilities, and the more they need to be upkept, the more they need to be replaced. And it actually becomes a problem. And you do need to have some type of system and communication. And that doesn't really happen for us. That doesn't really happen without guys like Matt and a few other select people that we use. But Matt's our main equipment supplier, and I'm talking to him more and more, especially as we continue to grow and expand. And it's something to consider. So I'm really pumped to. I was really pumped again just to kind of spend more time with them, but have the story come full circle for sure.
Nice. That's cool. That's and did they, so I'm curious as to, I know you guys had some notes and some topics and whatnot you wanted to go over. Did they just like throw you right into the fire? Hey, we're hitting record. Let's go. What was that situation like?
Yeah. Yeah. They actually gave you shout out too, because they called you as like because I had connected GR with them a while back just to have a couple conversations on some different marketing items and all that. But yeah, walk in, again, pleasantries exchanged here and there. Then it's like, all right, you ready? And then from a quick testimonial for them. And he's like, it's your marketing guy's idea to do this. I'm like, like again, kind of just chuckling, like, all right, great, let's go. So yeah, kind of right in camera and sit down and go. And I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of hey, what do you want to talk about? What don't you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Of course, with me and my brain, it's like here, I can talk about all these broad topics, right? And but it was never really specified of like let's just get started. And we just started rolling. So
And I guess you had to brief them to not talk about your controversy. Yeah.
my controversy.
Yeah. That whole incident with the school in the, oh shit, we're recording. Fuck.
Yeah,
Uh
my list of things not to talk about is super long. So
And then they just kept it rolling the whole time because I did not. Is there a video of it? I just listened
there
to it
is.
on.
I watched it.
Okay.
I went on YouTube.
I
I was
just
gonna
listened to it, and I'm listening to it, and then all of a sudden I hear Dave Tate go, "All right, I gotta pee," and then it just kicks to like a. He literally, you can hear him get up from the table and then walk away. They did
I
not
was
cut that out.
I was a little concerned about the end. Because so I did not know what to expect in terms of like the business discussion. And what I loved is like Dave went with you on some of the stuff, right? It was cool, like hear about the team stuff and the issues and all those things. And then it gets to the end and he's like, all right, we're done. It's still in the
Yeah.
episode, just kind of, but this is the cool little marketing thingy. Watching it on YouTube, they took, I guarantee you, they did this is a tactical thing. So this is a little nugget for those of you that'll listen through our bullshit. This is a tactical nugget that you can use to get more social proof in your in your gyms. So I told Dave, one of our, because Mark got us connected and we talked a little bit about marketing, and we don't do ecom, right? Certainly not at this stage. So uh, uh, we were not going to be doing the ads and stuff for Elite FTS. As much as it'd be cool to have like Dave on the freaking client roster, right? But we did talk about, like, I gave them this whole set of marketing ideas and things like that to grow their inside, because they have a cool, you want to shout out Dave Tate, fucking free cool stuff. They have a cool little Discord community that's like a bunch of really smart coaches. I think it's like $30 a month. Like, so if you're into powerlifting and all that shit, like really cool value to get access to those guys. But I told them that they needed to do instead of having it be, I don't want to say shitty sponsor messages, but they just didn't have a lot of good stuff in their messaging, in their podcast, et cetera, mentioning the benefits of that Discord group, right? Their little private forum, if you will. And I noticed in the beginning they had changed. Hey, professional episode. Enough. Hey, hey, you.
This is off the rails. Mark is not happy with this episode. He's he is.
It's gonna be a great.
freaking
It's gonna be
out.
a great. It's gonna be a
He's
fantastic
freaking out
episode.
right now.
It's gonna be a fantastic episode. But they had like, this is cool to talk to Dave Tate, one of the guys that like I grew up. It's like I got a PhD in fucking Elite FTS and all those things in
Q&A,
college.
man.
Like, I would stay up all night. Yeah, watch it,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Q&A, all the articles, all those things. So we had a long talk about marketing and put all this stuff together for him. I told them they needed to do a testimonial contest about how great their little community is. And in the beginning of their episode now, they've got a couple of really good like filmed testimonial shorts that if I text Dave and get an update, I guarantee you they're getting more signups per episode to that Discord community than they were before they talk to us. And the trick to do this is, and you guys can do this in any business, right? You can do it in your gyms. We're probably going to do it for our likely to happen big event that's coming. It's going to be the coolest event ever for small group personal training, and like boutique gym owners. I'm really excited about it. But basically, you do a contest, right? So you figure out something. Say you don't have any video testimonials. You need video testimonials for your fucking gym, right? Like it's just something that needs to happen that you have to have. The marketing landscape is more competitive than ever, and people are promising the world and delivering, jack shit. And so if you can get video social proof, people saying nice things about your business, it's going to be very, very powerful for your fucking marketing. This is an inside tactical thing that only Dave Tate and members of GMM have heard us talk about. Do a testimonial contest. And I don't want written testimonial bullshit. I want selfie video stuff coming from your membership. And maybe if we're real nice, you guys can reach out in the comments or something, and I'll send you the actual playbook because we have scripts and everything for it. But the idea is that you pick something that you're going to give away. It might be a free month. It might be a free upgrade. It might be some swag. You could do, oh, we're going to do this big flex personal training swag giveaway, whatever it is. And you pick a prize, and then you say, win a free blank for 5 minutes on your phone, right? And what you do is you give them a little script and you say, hey guys, we're in a little contest with some other gym owners, and we're trying to see who can get the most videos. If you can help us out for 5 minutes on a Sunday, you'll get a chance to win blank, blank, blank. And then you give them the format. So what I like is ISDRC. I stole that format from a copywriting genius, and I forget the guy's name. So I learned it at an event. This is not my idea, but it's ISDRC. And so it's identity, struggle, discovery, result, call to action. It is a fantastic framework for getting your social proof. Identity, who are you? Hi, my name is Mark Ennis. And for years, I struggled, with not being able to see my dick when I look down, right? I struggle with a micro penis. Okay. Then I discovered, Gym Member Machine,
I did not
right?
expect you to go that route.
Discovery.
Mark
Then I
is
discovered Gym
fuming
Member
right
Machine.
now.
Result. So they made me so much money and made me so happy. Also, my dick got bigger, and I've been able to result. I've been able to look down and see my dick for the first time in years. Call to
I'm
action,
writing a
because
joke down right now. Writing that
this is
joke.
where you
That's a funny one.
this is where you get the call to action, because the golden goose of the testimonial is getting your client to then say the thing that you want them to do. So call to action. So if you've got a chance to work with GMM, right? Book a call, do whatever the hell they're telling you to do from watching this video, and you're going to be fucking glad you did, right? ISDRC, identity, struggle, discovery, result, call to action. Great framework. You give your clients that framework with a sample script. We will give you the sample script if you're really nice and you reach out and ask nicely. And then what ends up happening, like you're going to get, I shouldn't say dozens, but you're going to get a good chunk of your membership to shoot you those really good, raw, authentic, like selfie video style testimonials. And it's just a really powerful thing. And now, fucking Dave Tate. So if it's good enough for Dave and Elite FTS, right? Like I think one of the goats of our industry. If it's good enough for them, it's probably good enough for you and your fucking gym. And now, if you go watch Mark's episode, search Mark Innes Table Talk, right? It'll be on there. It's a great episode. It really was like jam packed full of value. I learned more
Yeah.
about Mark's story that I didn't know about. Like it was a fantastic fucking episode. If you go watch that on YouTube, you will see that in the early like roll of the kind of the pre-episode portion of things, they've got video testimonials mixed in from their community that make it really fucking compelling and seem really fucking real. Why does it seem real? Because it fucking is. And it doesn't have to be this like crazy, well-produced thing. What you want are the authentic selfie videos, and you tell your clients what winning looks like. Don't bother having a husband film. Literally, like what we're looking for is selfie videos, raw, authentic, what have you, and then maybe you'll have results like Mark, and you'll be able to see your dick when you look down at your feet for the first time in years. And God damn, if that's not a hell of an episode. Is that all we want to talk about?
I would also like to mention I really enjoyed the episode as well, Mark. I want to let you know, man. I don't often give you compliments, but I really like the goals versus objective banter
Ooh,
of what
ooh.
he was saying, that he doesn't set goals because they can be self limiting, is what he said. I think it was. And he calls them objectives. I like that. My 5 year objective instead of my 5 year goal.
Yeah, that was good to talk about. Obviously, hearing him again, think about the life that Dave Tate has had, not just literally under the bar in a training setting, but he's talking to some very obviously highly educated people all the time. Like just hearing all those conversations and very insightful, and the wisdom that I could just sense, was incredible to see that one on one. And that's a little nugget that I picked up too, and just kind of read. And I could relate with that big time too, because we all kind of do it. We get caught up in goals, and you achieve the goal, then it's like, well, what's next? And or I could have done more. And so I like phrasing that a lot better, like you said.
Yeah, good stuff. Mark, you have any closing notes you'd like to make about your experience?
Or your
No, it
penis.
was, I mean, obviously it was just a really cool experience, really humbling experience as well. Just, kind of just like I'm sitting there and you're having a one-on-one conversation from someone that you looked up to for so long. And I obviously met and chatted with him before previously, but sitting down for that, I guess I really, I just kind of, to me, it wasn't just another really sit down, talk business. Obviously, it was more the longest conversation I've ever had publicly about my story. And it's hard for me to even talk about myself because we're always on to the next thing and all that. So it was kind of reflective for me, and I was really appreciative for the opportunity. And hopefully some gym owners were listening, and business owners were inspired, or maybe to take the leap, or really to take the next leap into their phase of their business. And yeah, I mean, it's really, I feel like we scratched the surface on so many different topics. We could have really drilled down, but we couldn't sit there literally all day. I think we recorded for 3 hours. So there's a lot more to discuss, and that's why I like podcasts like these. Hopefully, can touch on more of that and drill down even deeper to some of those higher level topics.
All right, we're done.